We're going to take a look today at another great tool that the San Antonio Florida Realtor SABOR MLS has. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. We'd love to have you join the family. If not, it's fine too. We'd love to have you just watch and enjoy the video. Remember, SABOR San Antonio Board of Realtors covers San Antonio, Austin, and Houston. It's quite a big area that it covers in one MLS. Instead of having to get multiple, you can view all homes that are available using just that one MLS, which is great. So if you want to use in the future, this is a great opportunity to come in and do it and to get easy access without having to buy or subscribe to 3 or 4 different MLSs. You can have them all in one. So when you're in your main MLS page, if you scroll down on the side here to tools, resources, and links, today we're going to look at InfoSparks, which is on market stats, which is important. If you don't know what's happening in your market, I was watching a video and they said if your client knows more about the market than you do, then you shouldn't be a realtor. And that's a very good statement. So if I click info stats and it opens up, this will give you the whole stat of what's happening across the whole market. For example, right now I'm on the sales price. I highly recommend using the median, not the average. Look at the huge difference. The median is the midpoint. If you know anything about math and science and such, this is the better number than the average. Because if they had some homes that sold for a couple hundred million, 10, 5, 10 million, that's going to throw off the average. But this median will get you to know kind of really where we are. And if you look right here on January 2025, it's showing every year in January and how it kind of goes through the year. Right now, in January, we were at about 307,000. See, February, March, April, May, June, 305. So we kept right about 305,000. So in all of San Antonio, if you go to the top, see all MLS, the whole MLS, all property types. If I go to single family detached, it's going to be right around 305, 310. See, it's pretty solid at 310. I can change the square foot, the bedrooms, the bath, the type, the construction, new construction, whatever. There's some other things I can change. Year built, which would be almost the same, different years. You have quite a bit of changing you can do to learn what's happened in your area. Now, say I don't want to only look at sale price, I want to look at new listings. I can check here again and put my cursor here and it'll show me every month. If I don't like the way the line looks, I can go to the top here and click on this and go to a bar. Now this will show the bar. It's not quite, you don't see every month as much as the bar as you do the other one. So I'm going to stick with the line because I like to be able to put my cursor on the line and see every month. Now, right now I'm set for 12 months, but I could do the rolling 3 months. I could do, see 3 months, what's happening in 3 months, what's happening. I can do all that kind of stuff. 6 months, 12 months, monthly, if you want to kind of look at that. And right here, I also have it set for years. So right now I have it set for 3 years, but I could just do the last year if I wanted to. I like to look at a couple years back to kind of see if we have any trends, anything like that in the data. And again, that's a new listing. You have homes for sale, pending, closed, days on market. Again, stay on median, not average. So right now, you can see right now in San Antonio in June, in the whole MLS, of course, this is not depending on price point, for right around that 300,000, 54 days on market. Shows you how what the month supply is, where we kind of are, a 5-month supply, 5.5-month supply. The price of the list price. So right here, it's 98. So that would mean that the MLS, people are selling their home 98.9% of list price. So most people have to drop it a little bit. Price per square feet, which is a great indicator of what's happening in the market. You can see I can check every month and see what our price per square foot is. The dollar volume, what are we selling at? How many homes have sold that month? All that kind of information is very important. How many showings it takes before you get pending, and then shows per listing. What's the average number of shows per listing right now? And as you can see in June and in May, it's almost the same in the last 3 months, in and around 4 or so, 3.8, 3.74. So that's per month. So if your listing is, I've only had 3 showings this month, you're right where you should be. That's your showing. But I'm going to go back to sales price so we can kind of keep this. Now, the other thing we can do up here, I don't want the whole MLS. I'm going to click add an area. And let's say I use Bernie example a lot, Bernie. Now it's giving me some really interesting data because now look, I have the entire MLS, which is the blue. You see the up here at the top, and then Bernie is the green. Remember, I'm on sale price because if I go to average, that just changed my whole thing big time. I want to be in median. And see, if you put your cursor on it, it shows that in Bernie, the median sale price is in May. I'll go to June. June is about 560. That's what most people are selling at. And in San Antonio, it's 317 in June. See right here, same thing. So this way you can do it. Let's add another area. I could add, let's say Converse, for example. Let me throw in Converse. And then it's showing Converse. Now let's say, let me try one more. This will be fun. We'll see if it's going to be able to work today. If I throw in Houston, it even did Houston for me. Perfect. So now I have entire MLS, Bernie, Converse, Houston, and I can pull another one. Oh, I guess 4 is the max. I can't pull another one. So I can do 4 max graphs. And this gives you a really good idea of what's happening in your market. As you can see right now, the highest market of these areas that I have is the Bernie market. And then I can go down here and you can see it very simple. After that, Converse is a little bit more higher than Houston right now for the median price. So this is showing that if you want to work in more luxury, you'd be towards the Bernie, Texas area. If you want more first-time home buyers, you're going to be towards the Converse, Houston area will be more first-time home buyers. So remember, the entire MLS, including everything, is doing that. Now, if I want to see this only with new construction or traditional loan types and new construction, see, they don't really have the data for Houston for new construction, and that's fine. But now it changes where now it's went up a little bit higher in Converse to 284 for new construction, or I can just do pre-owned, pre-loved, and it's going to do the same thing. And you can easily check all of your data, and then you can even do price range. You can do single family. I'm going to go back to single family and change that. Now, let's say I want to do between 220 to 254. That's first time home buyer, or a lower end for if you want to buy a traditional home, like say investors under 219. I can do any kind of data that I want, and it gives me really good different type of properties, single family, townhomes, whatever I want. And I can pull both of those at the same time. This list InfoSparks is a really good system, as you can see. Now, the other thing you can do is you can go to my areas and you can update different areas. Like here's the ones I've used lately. And you just put no areas defined. You can put in there and you can save, draw your areas if you want to do something like that. And the profile button, I recommend going in there, throwing in your headshot. Very simple, just hit upload or choose file, upload image, it drops it in there. Once you have your headshot, you can clean up your profile. Boy, having a hard morning. Once you get your headshot in there, you can clean up your profile, make sure you hit update profile. And that'll see right now my picture's up here. It says welcome, and I'm good to go. And then now every time you leave it and come back, it resets. So make sure you remember that. You'd have to keep in the same area. Now, say I wanted to do, I'm just going to, pretend like what we did before. Let me just grab Bernie. Yeah, Bernie, you want to put Converse in there. Just again, to keep it where we're looking at it. All right, so I'm looking at different places. It's looking good. I'm like, whew, this is good stuff. I want to keep track of this stuff and make it happen. Right here, I can share it and see right here. And then I can do a live one. And then I can do social media, or I can grab the data. I can embed it into my blog or website, or I can do a PDF. So I might want to use, I'll try live and see what that does. And if I hit share, it's going to say, great, I'm going to view my share in new window. So what this does, this is what's happening on the market right now. So I can take this link just like it is and see now it has my name thing. I'm going to open this up and put it in my social media. And I just opened Facebook, for example, at the top where it says, what's on your mind? I paste that link, and then it gives me the whole link here, like a preview. And then I'm going to highlight the whole thing and delete it. And then I'm going to say, check out the current market in San Antonio compared to Converse and Bernie. And there you go. And then say click below for the access. It's something very simple like that. Of course, you should spell it better than I did. And then you just kind of go right there and you post it. And that's a really easy way to get your showing time InfoSparks. And see, the great thing is once I put it in there, it automatically showed me the picture. Even though it was a gray bar, now it does a preview. And again, you always like or love. And then you leave a comment every time, even on your own. And again, stay on top of the current market or anything like that. There you go. And now I have that. People can click it now. Once they click it, boom, it opens up and they can see the whole thing. And I have it set for live. So every time they come back every month, it's going to share the last 12 months. So you can instantly share this way. Have it good to go. Let me find my InfoSparks again. There it is. And you can share and do that. So again, this was social media. I can do PDF. If I wanted to print it, I can do static. I can do anything like that. And again, I can have up to 4 areas. So if I don't want the entire MLS, I could take that off. And then I could have Bernie, Converse, Houston, Austin, for example, some of the bigger areas. Or I could pick Spring, Texas, anything that those MLSs cover. Buda, Kyle, I could do all that area and have them in there. And then I would have the whole thing set up. And I don't only have to do average sales price. I can do new listings. Each one of these can be a different graph that I can share with and check out. So every day, if I like, what can I post today about the market? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you already have 12 weeks. Every day you can post, or 12 days, I should say. Every day you can post something different. So almost 2 weeks worth of data right there, just posting. And if you do it every day, every other day, you would have, 24 days a month pretty much. If you did it every other day and you picked a different thing. Very easy way to put in your social media. You're already paying for it. We have this great tool here. You might as well use this tool. And good luck with your sales. If you have any other things you want to see, let me know. Talk to you soon.